lovers, it's PDH with Love on Tour, and I'm currently on tour the Norwegian Encore right now in the Dominican Republic. Let's see what it is. Let's get it. Hey lovers, so finally on the Norwegian Encore. Very interesting embarkation process. In the room at 1:07, they estimated about 2 p.m. So they have done better than they said they had. And in each and every category, they said that they would start doing letting people on the ship at about 11:30. They actually started that right around just before 11 o'clock. So it was on the ship about 11:13. Arrived at the port at 9:30. So not terrible, was a little bit of a wait, but let's see what the day has in store. Something really neat about Norwegian is they do have that facial recognition when you get on and off the ship. They actually, as you get back on the ship, the facial recognition will recognize you and you just walk right on. So that does make the embarkation from your shore excursions pretty slick and easy. I never did experience a line. Now, the Norwegian Encore is one of Norwegian's breakaway plus class ships. It can hold about 4,000 passengers, and it's 17th ship in their fairly new and modern fleet. Now, the Encore, as with their other ships from Norwegian, they have their Haven suites, which are located throughout the ship, but the Haven area is located on deck 17, which is exclusive to Haven members. Some of the most unique aspects of this particular cruise ship is that their entertainment is a little bit different than some of the other cruise ships. Now, on Royal Caribbean, you have the surfing simulation in the back. You have the iFly Record, which is the skydiving simulation, which is fantastic. If you haven't done it, it's a lot of fun if you can actually stay up. But with Norwegian, these the Bliss, the Joy, and now on the Encore they have the go-karts at the very top of the ship, which I think is a fantastic experience. They also have, I believe, the only open-air laser tag arena, which is fantastic. The laser tag teams are broken down into teams of 10, a total of 20, and you go in and you have to shoot the other person's gun, and at the end it tells you who got the most kills or the most shots, which was a great experience. They also have the Aqua Racer, which is their speed slide up at the top. And then you have all of your entertainment venues, such as the social club, that's where the nightclub is and the comedians typically perform. You have the Encore Theater, which is their full production house, where you get the production type shows, as well as some singers in there also. You also have the atrium. Now, the atrium is a great place. It's open. You can actually see the atrium from the local upstairs. In there, that's typically, they do a lot of the trivia in there. They do the bingo in there. They also have several performers in there as well. You have the pianist in there. You also had, on this particular cruise, they had a band called the Temperature Band, which was fantastic. They did everything from country to R&B covers, classic R&B covers, and everything in between. Very talented group. Just a fantastic experience. And then they also have the observation deck, which is at the front forward of the ship, which has a almost 180-degree view of the front of the ship. And they have the grand piano in there, so they'll have some acoustic sets being done in there where you can get food, snacks, light snacks, and also drinks as well. So that's a great spot as well on the ship. One of the other entertainment venues here is the Galaxy Pavilion, which is their virtual reality spot where you can go in and play games, virtual reality, and you have all the goggles there that takes you to different worlds, different experiences, sometimes fights and war and all kinds of different things. The Galaxy Pavilion is an add-on cost, just as the laser tag and also the go-karts are add-on as well. So make sure that you have that in your budget when you start looking at the things that you actually want to do on the ship. Now, Norwegian is known for their freestyle cruising, which means there is no set time for anything. There is no set time for your dining, no set dress codes. Do what you want when you want, and that is something that a lot of cruisers love, to just be literally on island time, which means you do what you want when you want. Now, Norwegian is a little bit different than some of the other cruise ships. As with Carnival, I love that you get so many different specialty restaurants that are included in your price. With Royal Caribbean, you get some as well, but with Norwegian, you really are limited to really the main dining room and the buffet in terms of your included dining. Specialty dining is something special. You get Ocean Blue, which is their seafood restaurant. You get La Bistro, which is their French restaurant. You get Onda, which is their Italian restaurant. You get Los Lobos, which was not on the Joy, but was on the Bliss, which is one of my favorite restaurants. That is their Mexican restaurant. You also get Q, the barbecue house, which is one of my favorites. What I love about Q is that not only is the barbecue very, very good, you also have the ability to have the live music there. The live music is phenomenal, and you get everything from country to some other kinds of musical genres. But so you get a meal and live music there at Q, which is fantastic. They also have a chocolate espresso bar, Coco's Bakery, as well as Carlos's Bakery, which is kind of their cupcakes and gelato on the outside. All kinds of good sweets there for you at an additional cost. Other than that, you'd have to go to the main dining room or the buffet for your sweet tooth desire. They have Cagney's Steakhouse. They also have Food Republic. They also have their hibachi style restaurant where they actually cook the food and dice it up in front of you. It is not my favorite, but if you like it, it is there. They have American Diner, which is kind of the old school 50s diner type vibe, which serves burgers and that kind of fare, and that is also one of their specialty dining venues as well. They do have bars spread out all throughout the ship. Even on the pool deck, they have 2 bars, so if you were looking for a drink, you don't have to look far. So one of the things that's very, very unique to Norwegian is they put on a full production play, musical. When I say full production, I mean moving practical sets. a lot of the cruise ships have gone to these LED screens that kind of move behind, and you have just very few practical sets, a lot of singing and dancing. But with Norwegian, you really feel like you've been to a Broadway play, and I feel like that's so much value. It's so unique in terms of entertainment. So the production shows in the Norwegian Encore are Kinky Boots and the Choir of Men. I mean, it was really, really extraordinary to experience this on sea. And I remember when I went on the Norwegian Getaway some years ago, it was one of the things that was so exciting to me. I've seen Jersey Boys on Norwegian. I've seen Footloose on Norwegian. I've seen Havana on Norwegian, and other Broadway type shows on the Norwegian cruise ships as well.
Of course, no sailing away would be complete without the Cupid Shuffle.
I love this PDH. We're at our final stop in the Bahamas, Great Stirrup Cay. Now, if you've ever been on the Royal Caribbean cruises and you missed out on Coco Cay, but don't fret. If you're on Norwegian's cruise line to Great Stirrup Cay, you're literally on the same island or right across the street from Coco Cay. Now, you don't have the amusement park and the water park, but you do have all the chairs and beautiful water that you ever want. And the water is just as lovely and crystal blue as it is at Coco Cay. This has been a fantastic, fantastic trip. This is Norwegian's private island, and they have food set up, drinks set up, and all the fun things that you love to do, volleyball, things like that, to cap off your trip. And of course, Bahamas is so close to Miami. It's our last stop before arriving back in Miami tomorrow. So this is PDH. This is it for this episode of Love on Tour. We'll catch you next time. Remember, it's love above all, love will travel, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.